दोस्तों, जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि स्वाइन फ्लू जो कि एक जानलेवा बीमारी है, हमारे देश और पूरी दुनिया में एक काले साए की तरह मंडरा रहा है। देश और दुनिया भर में स्वाइन फ्लू की वजह से कई सारी मौतें हो चुकी हैं। आज हमारे साथ हैं फोर्टिस हॉस्पिटल की डॉक्टर नितिंदर ब्राड़ और ये हमें जानकारी देंगी स्वाइन फ्लू के बारे में। वेलकम टू हेल्थ टॉक, डॉक्टर ब्राड़।
Hi, it's my pleasure to be here today.
Doctor, my first question to you is, what is swine flu actually?
Swine flu has created panic, which is unwarranted. Swine flu primarily is a respiratory disease of pigs, which has happened earlier in humans, but the transmission has been limited to 2 or 3 people. Now, swine flu is quite like ordinary flu. The symptoms are sudden fever, cough, cold, sore throat, in some people vomiting, diarrhea and other associated symptoms. However, since these are also symptoms of regular flu, swine flu needs to be treated with a lot of caution. Not every flu is to be labeled as swine flu. To be labeled as a person who can be suspected for swine flu, you should have either been in contact with a confirmed case of swine flu in the last 7 days, visited countries where swine flu is recorded in the last 7 days, and or lived in a community where swine flu has been recorded in people.
And doctor, how is swine flu diagnosed?
See, once a person is suspected of these symptoms and he has these symptoms, so the person is advised to go to the doctor. Now it is the prerogative of the doctor to see how severe the symptoms are, and if the doctor thinks that the symptoms are severe enough, he may advise certain tests. There is a real-time PCR and a viral culture, which are the definitive tests. However, abroad, as is in India now maybe, there is this consideration that maybe we would not wait for confirmative tests, but the final decision is that of the doctor. So, actual diagnosis of swine flu is as per these tests.
Doctor, I want to know that how long can a virus live outside the human body?
See, the virus can live outside the human body for 2 hours or more on even clean surfaces like your tables, the towels that the person uses, the beddings and other items of personal use.
डॉक्टर, हमारे सुनने वालों को ये बताइए कि how can one keep from getting swine flu? What are the necessary precautions?
There are a lot of precautions that you can take. However, the most important precaution is your cough etiquette and hand hygiene. Hand hygiene is one precaution which can save you from 95% of your communicable diseases. What happens is that the virus is transmitted from the patient who has this virus to other people, either through droplet infection when the patient coughs or sneezes, or from surfaces or items of personal use which the patients have touched. So when you are coughing, you are advised to always cough into a tissue and then dispose the tissue, or a handkerchief, but a tissue is preferred because you can discard it. If you do not have a tissue and you're coughing into your hands, it is mandatory that you wash your hands thereafter. And if you do not have a tissue and if you do not have the facility to wash your hands nearby, please don't cough into your hands, cough into your elbow fold.
Doctor, our listeners want to know that should we wear masks when we step outside our homes?
This is debatable. It is not entirely necessary. However, if you are in a community where swine flu has been proved, then you should use masks. Otherwise, it is only adding to the panic.
Doctor, there's too much of panic around. So, should we be scared or worried of swine flu?
See, scared and worried are two different points. You should not be scared. You should definitely be worried because this is a disease which has caused deaths. There is a very fine line between ordinary flu and swine flu as per the symptoms that the general public can make out. So, any person who has sudden onset of fever, cough, sore throat, fatigue, and may be having vomiting or diarrhea should definitely see his local physician and then leave it to the doctor to decide that does he need further treatment or not. Any person who has flu is not to be considered, like I said earlier, to have swine flu unless and until there is proof of his being in contact with somebody who has swine flu or being in a community or a country where swine flu has been proved. Now the point is that in our country we already had deaths from swine flu and all of them possibly would have been prevented had they been diagnosed earlier.
So doctor, is it safe to travel when one has flu-like symptoms?
No, if you have flu-like symptoms, the best thing to do is to take leave from school in your case or from work in everybody else's case and stay at home. that is voluntary isolation. So if you have flu-like symptoms, please don't go to school, don't go to work, please stay at home. And if they worsen, please see your doctor immediately.
Doctor, our listeners want to know that is there a vaccine for swine flu?
See, as of now, there is no vaccine for swine flu because this is the world's first pandemic of swine flu. Earlier, it was restricted to pigs and occasional cases. So for a vaccine to be made, it takes at least 6 months. The WHO has already given instructions to specific bodies to work on developing a vaccine. It is being done in India too. And the government of India says that if any other country develops a vaccine before we do, then we will import it. However, it takes 6 months. The thing has been out for about 3 months or so.
Dr. Brad, is this infection treatable?
Yes, it is very treatable. Oseltamivir is the drug of choice, and it should ideally be given within 2 days of the symptoms occurring. See, a person is contagious 1 day prior to the onset of symptoms and 7 days after. So if I have the symptoms today, I could be contagious yesterday. And I will be contagious, that is, I will be spreading infection to other people 7 days from now on. In the cases of children, it is as long as 14 days. So that is why isolation for a week is recommended. And the treatment should be started within 2 days of symptoms. Now, like I said, that the symptoms are common. Cough, sore throat, fever, all of us have it all the time. However, if in adults you have shortness of breath, you feel breathless, that is an emergency symptom. You must report to the doctor immediately. If the patient is suddenly feeling very dizzy, confused, and there is severe or persistent vomiting, that is also an emergency symptom. In little children, emergency symptoms are fast breathing, bluish discoloration of the skin. That is for babies. And if the child is breathing extraordinarily fast, that is a sign that take him to the doctor now.
Doctor, does swine flu spread through eating pork?
No, it does not spread through anything that you can eat, especially that is cooked. But it does spread through, like for example, the table. Now how if a person who has swine flu is coughing into his hands and is touching the table, and somebody else who's touching the same table will ultimately be touching his nose, his mouth, his eyes, can get swine flu from that. So it can be spread from your, from your keyboards, from your towels if you're using.
Doctor, why are there so many cases of children with swine flu?
बहुत सारे बच्चों को, I don't know, one, there is a hype created whenever a child is involved, and two, the most important thing is that the child's immunity is always a little lower. Children tend to catch infections much faster. Otherwise, there is no such thing that swine flu is more common in children. I would once again like to stress on the fact that the very simple and easy measure of hand hygiene is the perfect preventive measure for swine flu. Please spread it to everybody that you know, that you wash your hands, wash them with warm water and soap for at least 20 seconds. Wash both surfaces, wash between finger webs, wash your nail beds, wash your hands properly, and you will not have anything like swine flu coming to you. And the other, of course, is your cough etiquette. Please don't cough into people's faces, don't cough into your hands. Cough into tissues, discard those tissues. If you've coughed into your hands, please wash your hands.
So doctor, how long can we wait before visiting a doctor?
No, you should report to the doctor ASAP, as soon as you have developed any worrisome symptom. Now, worrisome symptom is not a fever. It is not a regular cough. But if you are feeling short of breath, and or if you have met somebody who has come from abroad, or somebody whose relative has been diagnosed with swine flu, and you feel that he or she may have been in touch with, then of course you should see the doctor, but please do not panic.
Doctor, at the end, please summarize the information you've given about swine flu.
Once again, I'll stress on a few facts about swine flu which I feel everybody should know. First and foremost, not every flu is swine flu. Contact with an infected person or being in an environment where people have had confirmed swine flu is necessary. 2, please don't panic. Regular fever, regular cough and sore throat is not swine flu. If you have shortness of breath, immediately please see your doctor. In simpler cases of swine flu, which is maximum number of the cases, only isolation at home is being advised these days. You will not even need to be admitted to the hospital. However, please put maximum stress on hand hygiene and cough etiquette.
Dr. Nitinder Brad, thank you so much for being here with us and sharing information regarding swine flu.
The pleasure was totally mine. Thank you so much.